When Sarah's baby failed the newborn hearing screening in one ear, she wasn't sure what that meant. Was it serious? Would her baby still learn to talk? What should she do next? They kept hearing, well, they can hear fine in one ear, but they had so many questions. They just wanted to understand what this really meant for their child.
Hi, I'm Jessica, an audiologist, and I'm here with my colleague, speech language pathologist Peyton. Today we're going to walk you through what it means when a child has hearing loss in just one ear, also called unilateral hearing loss, unilateral hearing difference, and sometimes single-sided deafness.
This is a lot more common than many people realize. And while your child may seem to hear well enough, even a difference in one ear can have a real impact on development.
Let's start by understanding what type of hearing difference your child might have. There are two main types, conductive and sensorineural. In conductive unilateral hearing differences, sound has trouble traveling through the outer or middle ear. It might be caused by conditions like microtia or atresia. That means the ear is underdeveloped or the ear canal is missing. Sometimes the cause is simply unknown.
Sensorineural unilateral hearing differences means there's a difference in how the inner ear or auditory nerve works. Some known causes include CMV, cytomegalovirus, EVA, enlarged vestibular aqueduct, and cochlear nerve deficiency. Again, sometimes we just don't know why it happens, and that's okay.
One thing to keep in mind, some children with unilateral hearing differences have ongoing issues with ear infections or chronic fluid in the ear with typical hearing, which can mean that both ears are impacted at times. Also, it's possible for children to develop permanent hearing differences in both ears. That's why it's so important to get regular hearing checks.
Jessica, let's talk a little more about what all this means for families. Parents often ask, my child hears fine in one ear, won't they be okay?
And that's a great question. Our brains are wired for binaural hearing. That's using both ear pathways for the brain to process sound.
Binaural hearing helps us understand where sound is coming from and helps us separate voices from background noise, which is especially important in a classroom, playground, or even at the dinner table.
Exactly. When one ear isn't working the same, the brain misses out on things like the head shadow effect, binaural squelch, and binaural summation. These fancy terms basically mean with two ears, the brain can filter out noise better and localize sound more easily.
So even though a child with a unilateral hearing difference can hear some things, they may struggle in busy environments, miss sounds coming from the impacted side, and experience fatigue from trying to listen harder, especially once they start school.
In our next segment, we will address the specifics of how this can impact development.